Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something you probably use every day, but maybe you don't think about in this way: the hidden design of AI. We're talking about the choices that make you feel a certain way about an AI, way before you have any clue if it's right or wrong. Let's get into it.
Every single time you interact with an AI, this is the very first question your brain is asking, usually without you even realizing it. Is this thing a person? Is it just a tool? Is it an expert, a helper? That first gut feeling is absolutely everything. And it turns out it's no accident at all.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? The way an AI appears, through its language, its tone, even how fast it seems to type. That's all a deliberate choice. It's a designer setting a stage for everything that's about to happen.
So yeah, that first impression, that's where the whole relationship begins. And believe me, it is 100% by design.
I mean, really think about it. The words it picks, if it has an avatar, whether it cracks a joke or uses an emoji, none of that is random. It's the very first layer of how we experience AI. We're not even talking about code or algorithms yet. This is purely about presentation. So this whole practice of intentionally crafting how an AI comes across, well, it actually has a formal name. It's called representational design. The whole idea here is to consciously design how an AI shows up as a presence for you. It's what makes the difference between seeing it as just a cold, lifeless machine versus, say, a helpful, friendly companion.
And once you see this, you see it everywhere. Designers are making these calls constantly. Should the AI be funny? Should it say sorry when it messes up? Should its voice sound professional or super casual? Every single one of these choices is sculpting how we perceive it.
And this is a really key distinction to make. The tech underneath it all is one thing, but our experience of it is another. In that moment of interaction, the AI isn't some complex system of neural nets to us. Nope, it's a presence. It's something we are reacting to emotionally.
Okay, so we've established that designers are shaping our emotional responses. But here's where it gets really, really interesting and honestly a little bit uncomfortable. This design has a huge psychological effect.
Yeah, you heard that right. Before our logical brain even gets a chance to kick in and ask, wait, is this information actually correct? We've already made a snap judgment based on how the AI presented it. We form trust based on its performance of understanding, not on actual understanding.
And these are the specific signals that do it. When an AI uses confident, human-sounding language or replies with something that feels empathetic, our brain just makes a huge leap. We automatically assume, oh, this thing gets me, even if, on a technical level, it doesn't get anything at all. And this comparison just illustrates the point perfectly. On the left, you've got a cold, robotic error message. On the right, a polite, almost human apology. The technical problem is the exact same, but your emotional reaction and your willingness to trust it and try again, completely different. Nothing about the AI's actual ability changed, but everything about your judgment did. And that's precisely why these choices are so much more than just pretty packaging. They're not cosmetic at all. They have a direct and really powerful impact on our behavior and what we believe is true. This power kind of works in stages. First, the design sets your whole attitude. Are you going to be skeptical or are you going to be open? Then that influences how cautious you are and how much you question what it says. And finally, all of that determines how quickly you just accept its answers. That is a wild amount of influence.
So with that kind of power, you can imagine there's a serious ethical tension here, one that every single person building these AI products has to deal with.
Now let's be super clear. Making an AI feel friendly isn't the problem. The danger zone is when we design an AI to feel way more capable, way more understanding, or way smarter than it actually is. It's when the illusion becomes more convincing than the reality. And this right here is the critical thing to remember. When an AI gives off this vibe of perfect confidence, we stop using it as a tool to help us think. Instead, we just let it think for us. We end up outsourcing our own critical judgment because the design made us feel so safe and sure about its answers. So this really becomes the ultimate question for anyone in this space. Is your goal to make the AI's true abilities and its limits totally clear? Or is the goal to manufacture a feeling of confidence in your user, even if that confidence might be completely misplaced?
All of this brings us to the final crucial point, the choice that lands squarely on the shoulders of the people who are actually creating these systems.
Deciding if an AI should sound like a genius professor or more like a humble assistant isn't just a fun branding exercise.
It's a deeply ethical choice, with real consequences for how people think and act. So if you're out there building this stuff, the very first question you have to ask yourself is this: what kind of being are we actually presenting to the world?
And the immediate follow-up has to be, is that personality an honest and accurate reflection of what this system can truly do, and what it can't do? And finally, we get to the most important question of all. Are we designing a tool that helps people think critically and build real understanding? Or are we, maybe without even realizing it, designing a system that just encourages blind obedience? The answer to that question is going to define our entire future with this technology.